All right, the Biden administration, never a big fan of Georgia's new voting law, now suing over it, claiming that it restricts the black vote intentionally. Brad Raffensperger kind of disagrees with that. He is the Secretary of State of the beautiful state of Georgia, joins us right now. Secretary, good to have you back. What do you make of this Justice Department lawsuit, first off?
Well, good morning, Neil. I don't kind of disagree. I strongly disagree with this bill. This legislation, or the lawsuit that they're filing against the legislation. If you look at this, progressives in the Department of Justice have been fighting common sense election integrity measures for years. They fought against photo ID for in-person voting. And they said it was going to decrease minority participation, and it hasn't done that at all. We have record registrations, record participation.
So this idea that it is meant to limit the minority vote, particularly the black vote, Stacey Abrams and others have said of that. How do you answer that?
Well, it's very interesting. It's almost, it would be funny if it wasn't so filled with hypocrisy. But in 2002, President Biden, when he was a senator, voted for the Help America Vote Act, which required if you showed up, when you registered by mail and then you showed up to vote, you had to show photo ID. And that's in effect what we've done with absentee voting. We've gone to a measure what's very objective with driver's license number. It's what's being currently used in Minnesota. Democrats love it up there. It should be something that is just accepted, that is very objective. It's being used in red states and blue states. So it's good, solid election reform measures that we put in place in Georgia.
Secretary, Stacey Abrams, among others, had said that she's not against a voter ID, which surprised me because I thought she was, and that was certainly the position that she seemed to claim, and those against this law have claimed. But it comes down to the type of ID. What do you think of these alternative IDs that some are trying to say pass as IDs, like a utility bill or a credit card bill? Would that suffice, or do you need something more substantive?
In Georgia right now, if you show up to vote in person, we've used the same requirements: driver's license, social security number, last four numbers, or proof of residency, which would be like a power bill, things of that nature. So that is allowed. Or we will issue a free government ID to anyone that requests it at no charge. And that's been in place for several years since we've had photo ID when you show up at the polls.
You know, Secretary, the timing of this intrigued me because next week we're due to hear a court ruling on what, went down in Georgia, and the Justice Department jumped the gun on that. Why do you think that is? Can you hear me? No, we might have lost him. I apologize for that. But again, I was referring to a court that is taking up the issue of the Georgia voting law, and a lot of people were sort of perplexed by this as to the timing of the Justice Department lawsuit against Georgia. At least it might have been the better part of valor to sort of see what this court would rule on the same subject. The reason why this is being so closely scrutinized is this could go a long way to influencing a dozen or more states that are or will continue to change voting laws to address just voter honesty and integrity. We'll see how that all sorts out.